We've been busy! And I died. On the last episode, we built a massive chicken coop to house all of our chickens, and we did some extreme fishing. And on this episode, we jump straight in because I don't want to give you any spoilers. So between episodes, what we've been doing is building up this area here. I've just made things look a little bit nicer, and we even have a wonderful bench here so we can chill by our lake. Isn't this lovely? But the main thing we did was just move all of our botany pots, and they now live here in the greenhouse full of wagons, and each wagon has its own little set of trees. They're all encased, of course, so that we can actually catch everything, and, well, as you can see, I've only just planted them. So that now means that we are producing every single type of wood en masse, which is excellent. That's going to come in very handy for all of the building we're going to be doing. So there's a few things I want to do today, one of which is to replace all my gear because I died. But the main thing I think I want to do is to complete the quest book, because we're probably getting quite close to the end now. It feels like we are. We've kind of been introduced to most things, I believe, so we do want to try and get this finished up, and then I think we're going to get into some heavy automation, because we don't really automate that much stuff at the moment. We automate bits here and there, but I think it's about time we link it all together, and my lake is absolutely full of drowned. Throughout the episode, we're also going to be exploring more of the fishing lakes. And I imagine I just managed to slip a clip in there because that's the kind of thing I do. But the very, very, very first thing we need to do is get ourselves kitted out again because, well, I died and I lost everything. I fell off, okay? Maybe it's about time we cracked out the legendary Netherite chestplate with protection 10. I got that in an epic loot crate and I was very happy. But because I'm probably going to fall off the edge again at some point, let's just put on some default diamond armor. Not even going to bother enchanting it. Haven't got the levels 2 anyway. But we've got a whole bunch of diamonds, so we can make ourselves some new tools as well. I suppose we're probably going to make everything. And we're going to need a new bow as well. But as a result of fishing, we have lots and lots of bows. I'm sure we can put something together here. I mean, that's a good start, isn't it? Just realised I can't put a bow together. Still got no levels. So let's just crack on with some quests, shall we? So this quest was to get an iron chicken, which we have done, so we can claim the reward on that one. And what do we need to do now? Did you know that certain machines can be upgraded? Yes. Yes, I did. Such as the cobblestone generator. Yep, been there, done that. Craft an iron upgrade module. Well, that should be easy enough. And there we go. Nice, easy quest. And we'll claim the reward for that. Excellent. Oh, yeah, legendary loot key for this. What do we need to do? You've been doing great with these quests. Now it's time to make some coins. Your goal is simple. Sell and trade your resources to the villagers in the market square and obtain a netherite coin. Okay, so I do think we might actually be able to get one already, because if we go to the mysterious trader and look at all the money we've got and the keys we've still got from fishing, this is going to be amazing when we go on a little binge to open all these things. But if we take, I think it's 16 of these maybe, and something else as well. I can't remember what it was. I feel like it was a coin. Another coin, maybe? Or was it netherite ingots? I don't know. We've got a whole bunch of those from our soul sand chickens now. I'm not entirely sure, but let's go have a look. What in the world is going on here? Why are there so many people? This is ridiculous. There must be a party going on somewhere. But ignoring that, if we jump down this well and go see the mysterious trader that lives down here, I can actually, in fact, it's just 16 rusty coins. I don't even need to add anything else to it, which is excellent. So we're going to get ourselves one of those. And look, we have actually unlocked level 2 of this dude as well now, so we can get some end portals if we get enough netherite coins. Oof. Ooh, yeah, we're going to need quite a lot of those. But then we can also get some mysterious keys as well. But we'll come back to that another time. That's not what's important right now. And there's just so many people. Look at all those names. Doesn't seem to be having any effect on the world's frame rate or anything like that, though. So, well, you know, let them do their thing, I suppose. But that's another completed quest. Boom. Excellent. So now we just need to go find the player area in the market square and look at all those different things we get for that. Definitely feels like we're getting to the end of the quest book now, but I'm fairly sure that we've actually already been to the player area. It is over there behind the arcade, so let's go check it out properly, shall we? I mean, I have already spent a while over there looking for loot boxes, so I know what's over there, but I'm not sure I actually showed it on camera yet. So if we go down here, run across this bridge, we get super speed. And over here we have a survival building area, which is basically, because this is kind of built for multiplayer, so you've actually got 16 different islands, 16 different tickets, so if you're on a realm or whatever, you can actually have other players on here. This is an area where anybody can build, so if you wanted to have like a shopping district or just do a big communal build, this is where you'd do it, and it's a very cool thing to have. And I imagine at some point in future we may come here and actually build something, make use of the area. But for now, let's just go back and complete all of our quests, shall we? Whoa, look how fast we go. Our regular walking feels so slow now. So let's complete this one and get all of our epic mega loot. Brilliant. And I think that's it. We've done it. We've completed every single quest. So don't stop there. There's so much more to do. Discover, games, attractions, critters, bugs, fish, fishing islands. Not to mention you can do all the regular Minecraft stuff you usually do, and we can go defeat the dragons, so that is excellent. Quest complete. Now let's see what loot we've got to open. So we've got 4 lucky blocks, we've got 2 legendary loot keys, an epic loot key, and we've got a couple of little prize boxes here. So I'm going to open them because they're safe to open. I don't even think I want to pick that up. I might grab the key. Oh, and the golden carrots actually, yep, useful. And the purple prize box, so these are the furniture-y ones, aren't they? So we've got another sofa, excellent. What else did we got? We got a water well, we got a dripper, and we got another poster. Although, to be honest, we do actually have a whole bunch of posters. We've opened quite a lot of these purple loot boxes now, and if I go to my chest down here, although there's not very many frames left, I kind of used them all in the chicken coop, but down here we have a whole bunch of posters that at some point, I guess we're going to need to check out, and you can tell when they're different because they don't stack. Let's just chuck them in there. We'll add our shinies back where they belong, and look at that, we've got 3 legendary loot keys, 16 epic ones. We've got so many keys to use. This is amazing. And loads of power tokens, which is going to be very handy for all of our automation. For now though, let's go open our lucky blocks, and as always we will do these far away from our actual basey bits, and hopefully we'll get something this time. The last one was empty and that made me sad. Oh, okay, that one just kind of forced night on us and gave us a phantom. Die, sir. Ah, there's another one. Oh man, maybe we should just go to bed, solve that problem. One of these days maybe we'll get a good lucky block, who knows. Will it be this one? Oh, I'm so scared. Okay, that gave me resistance by the looks of it on the right-hand side. That's just lava. That is not useful. Okay, let's do this one here just in case. Oh, it's a dude with a crossbow. Okay, so all in all, that was pretty terrible, I'd say. So yeah, 4 lucky blocks, load of rubbish, again. So with the quest complete, I think what I want to do now is a little bit of automation. And that's going to involve a little bit of work in the chicken coop, and it's going to involve a brand new building, which, to be honest, I'm probably going to put on this side, which I guess means the first thing I need to do is to build out the island a little bit further. Well, I've made a bit of extra space, but now what I want to do is work out what we actually want to do with it, and what it is we're actually going to be automating. And that's why we need to build a quick wall. And a wall has been installed. So what I want to do is work out exactly what resources we can actually automate, and how far we can actually push them with automation, and then we're going to use the other wall to try and actually plan out how we're going to do that. So the most obvious one is, of course, cobble. We can automate cobble, we can collect cobble, we can get cobble bundled up and so on if we want to, or we can just push it on through. The question is, what do we actually want cobble for? I mean, fair enough, we're going to need a little bit for building, but we don't need lots and lots of cobble, so this isn't a resource we necessarily need to actually produce. However, cobble does break down into gravel, and this is something we probably do want to produce, because gravel we can use for concrete, we can use for sieving, and we can get lots of useful stuff out of that. So we're going to want gravel to turn into ores. That's definitely a thing we want. We're also going to want soul sand, because that is something that we can turn into netherite, and that is of course very important. It does turn into some other stuff as well, but this is the thing we mainly want from it. We've already automated all of our wood, so we don't need to worry about things like that. However, there's a few things that we're also probably going to want to bundle up and actually compress down that come directly from our chicken, and that includes things like grass, dirt, and the various sand types that there are. So we have sand, we have red sand, and so on. But as a priority, I think these are the 2 that we're going to focus on today. We're going to focus on turning gravel into ores automatically, and we're going to focus on getting netherite from soul sand. So I guess now we need to work out what the entire path is, what machines they need to go into, and so on. So the first step in this process is, of course, the cobble generator. We need that cobble to feed directly into a crusher, similar to how we already do, and then that's going to give us gravel. What we then want to do is we want to put that gravel through a sieve, so that's going to need to go into an automatic sieve. That's going to give us ores and stuff. Yep, very descriptive. And then we want that to go into auto storage so we can sort out all the different things we're going to get from the gravel. So there is another step we could put in here. We could actually compress the gravel and then put it into a heavy sieve, but it's going to have the same result. So yeah, I don't really see any point in doing that. What I do want to quickly do, however, is just run a quick check on exactly what it is we actually get from gravel. So we're going to run a bunch of this through here quickly. There's definitely quicker ways. What am I doing? There we go. Much more like it. So that's actually going to give us 8 different items, some of which we're going to want to keep and some of which we're probably just going to dispose straight into lava. We're going to get dripstone, coal, iron, diamond, lapis, emerald, flint and copper. I put flint in red because we're going to dispose of that straight into lava, but the rest of them we'll keep and that's what we'll get from that setup, which is going to be very handy for us. So now we know the setup, I do need to quickly work out how many power tokens it's going to take because we are limited by how many we have. They cost like 64 netherite coins or something to buy another one, and with those we need to make sure we're using them wisely. So the cobble generator's going to have one, the crusher's going to have one, the auto sieve's going to have one, and that's about it actually. So this will only use 3 power tokens, which is absolutely fine. So on to the next one, which of course starts with our sand chickens, or our soul sand chickens, I should say. We don't need to worry about crushing anything, which is absolutely marvelous, but from this we do of course get soul sand. We can once again feed that into an auto sieve. That's going to give us nether type stuff, I guess. And then that's also going to go into auto storage. So a shorter route, and I believe that one is only actually going to need 1 power token, which is excellent stuff. However, I do want to quickly work out what it is exactly we get from soul sand as well. So let's go chuck some through the sieve. So from that it appears we get nether wart, glowstone dust, crushed netherite or ghast tears, nether quartz or gold and blaze. So I don't know how much of those sorts of things we're going to keep. We might keep like a chest of each and then burn the overflow or something like that. But we definitely want to save at least some of these things. So these are the resources we want to harvest from this. But there are of course still other things that we want to be generating and compacting down. But I do wonder if for now we just focus on getting these bits done and then the smaller compact machines and so on we can just sort of fiddle around with over time. Because ideally it would be nice just to have a room that sort of does the compacting and then we can just flick levers and that sends through the different things to compact, because then we're going to be using a lot less power tokens and we're in full control of when we actually want stuff to get compressed. But we'll save that for the future. For now, this is what we want to work on. So the only thing I don't have is the auto sieve, so we're going to quickly make one of those. I've got the emerald mesh, I've got the sieve, we just need, are they glass panes? Nope, that's actual glass, and we need some polished black stone. But there it is, the regular automatic sieve. That is definitely what we needed. So just to quickly lay it out, the basic order for this is going to be cobblestone generator, and then some kind of conveyor belts. Then it's going to be a crusher, then another conveyor belt, and then it's going to be our automatic sieve. And then I guess after that, probably just more conveyor belts to get everything out of the building, because I want to have a separate building for generating this to where I actually store it. So let's go over here and see what we can do. So this one is standalone. This one doesn't need to link directly to the chicken coop, so maybe we should do this one a little bit further to the right, and then we can combine them all into one building once we're done. And I think it's going to make sense to put the exit from the building in first, and then we can work everything else out from there. Oh, there's a tiny squidgy in my sieve. How cool is that? So there's been a bit of trial and error, but I think I've got it working because I made a slight boo-boo. I say boo-boo, but basically I got a netherite upgrade module on my cobble generator and it couldn't keep up with just a regular sieve. So I've actually had to put in a heavy sieve on this side and I've had to put a compressor in. So that just about manages to keep up now. So if we place this cobblestone generator back here, give it some power and then level it up a little bit. So do some of that, and then give it the netherite one. This produces cobble very, very, very quickly, and it does 3 at a time, I believe. That all gets crushed, goes into this thing, and there seems to be some kind of a time delay on this, so you have to feed it quite quickly, otherwise the stuff just doesn't get compressed. But this keeps up marvellously, and as you saw, just produced a bit of gravel. That goes into here, gets turned into all the resources, and then that would go into a chest if I had space, but I don't anymore, which is why I had actually removed the cobble generator. But as you may have seen on the corner of the screen a couple of times there, I got a little bit carried away again. I also died again, but we don't need to talk about that. So we do actually have another new building over here. It still needs some work. I need to get some more resources. I need to sort out the windows and do all the detailing and so on, but this massive building here has just one purpose, and it's not for this guy to live in. What are you doing? Would have been much quicker if I had a weapon. So in here we have our compressor room, and it's all bubbly and movie and stuff, but basically stuff comes flying out of there, goes into the compressor, gets compressed, and then gets it put into this sorting system over here, which I haven't labelled up yet, but this will have our compressed soul sand, and then dirt, grass, gravel, and other things that come from the chicken coop over here. So if we go in here, what we've got is a bunch of hoppers underneath the chest. We've only done these 4 for now, which is the gravel, the grass, the dirt, and the soul sand. And if we flick these levers, so the dirt, for example, we can flick that lever, and that will start filtering it all out through the hopper. And if we come back over to this building, we can see all the dirt coming through, and that should get turned into compressed blocks over here. There we go. And then they'll go up this tube. In theory. Why is that not working? Ah, I seem to have broken some of the redstone. There we go. All fixed. So now it will shoot all of these blocks up. They'll go into the storage system, and they should start filtering through down to here as soon as it's actually backed up enough in the filter. But the fact we've now got that bit set up is going to be a great help. It's going to save us loads of time doing all of the sort of grunt work. And there we go. The compressed dirt is just starting to come through now. I just need to get some labels on here, get this building finished up and looking nice. I need to get some more moss and things. And I've actually used the stem blocks on the roof here. And to be honest, I really like how that looks. It's a lovely block. It's just a shame that it doesn't come in stair or slab form. And while I think of it, I am actually going to turn this off for now because I don't want that running and overloading everything. We don't have anywhere to store the stuff. We'll have to come back to this one. I think what I want to do now, though, is get this building finished up. There's not too much left to do, and it looks like we've got another guy that really wants to go live there. Get away. Was that a tiny skeleton? What? Oh yes, there we go. That is much better. So this building is now pretty much complete. I don't think there's anything else left to do. Maybe a bit of texturing on the side here. But this will now do... Oh, it doesn't have a front door either. Yeah, it did have a front door, but it kind of got knocked down by a drown. So, yeah, we do need to put another one of those in there. So we've still got a little bit of work to do on the inside here. To be honest, I'm probably just going to block off the ceiling and stick a couple of lights up there. I don't really need that bit up the top there. At least not yet. We might need it in future. Who knows? But we've got these labelled up, at least with the ones that we've got coming through so far. And look at all that soul sand. Oh, we're going to get so much netherite. But I'm very pleased with how this one has come out. We just need to make sure that we get another building up pretty soon for this one. And yes, Mr. Onion, you shall live forever trapped there, sieving my goods. But with all that automation complete and the building looking good, I think that's pretty much where we're going to have to end today's episode. So thank you for watching, I hope you have enjoyed it, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye-bye now.